A contribution match is the same thing as offering a discounted purchase price in an employee stock purchase plan. So why would a company do one versus the other? In today's video, I'm going to talk about why I think a match is a great idea. Like I said, a match and a discount are economically the same thing. Offering a 15% discount is the same thing as paying employees a 17.6% match on their contributions. Don't believe me? Go ahead, get out Excel, set up your formulas, make all your different contribution assumptions, do all your different stock price scenarios. In the end, you'll see that I'm right. A 15% discount always works out to the same thing as a 17.6% match. So, if they're economically the same thing, why would one be better than the other? I think a match is a lot easier for employees to understand. There's a good chance they're already familiar with the idea of a match because maybe you have a 401k plan that they participate in where they get a match. Or if you don't, maybe they had a 401k at a prior employer. Or maybe their spouse participates in a 401k with a match. Matches in 401k plans are all over the place, and as a result, people are just a lot more familiar with the idea of a match. I also think that the idea of a match is a little bit more intuitive. To go to employees and say, hey, you contribute $100 and we're going to contribute another $17.60 on top of your $100 and you get to buy stock with all of that. That's really straightforward to understand versus going to employees and saying, you contribute $100, you're going to buy stock, the price is going to be discounted, and the discount is kind of like having a coupon that lets you buy something at a discount. But, you know, coupons are complicated if you've ever tried to use them at the grocery store. And for employees who aren't really familiar or comfortable with buying stock, the discount can be a hard concept to understand. I also think that having a match can help mitigate what I refer to as savings account syndrome. You may have noticed that some of your employees contribute to the ESPP and then they withdraw all of their funds right before the purchase date. They are essentially using the plan as a savings account. But it is a very inefficient savings account because they are not realizing any sort of return on the contributions that they invested. And I think that when you offer a discount, it can be easy for employees to choose to walk away from that, particularly if they're not comfortable with buying stock. They really are just trying to save money. I think it's easy for them to say, well, I don't care about the discount. I don't really want to own stock anyway, so I'm just going to take my money out before the purchase happens. But if you pay a match on those contributions, then employees are looking at their account and they're saying, oh, I've contributed $100 and now there's an extra $17 in change in that account that the company paid me to match my contributions. And if I take my $100 out, I'm going to forfeit that $17 in change. It's sort of a very real, tangible benefit that they are giving up by withdrawing their money early, and I think it might be enough to convince some employees to stay in the plan. And then lastly, a match can help facilitate tax withholding. Now, for your U.S. employees, if you have a qualified ESPP, you're not really worried about tax withholding. But if you've extended your employee stock purchase plan outside the U.S., you know that there are lots of countries where you do have to withhold taxes when employees buy stock in the plan. And trying to collect those withholding taxes can be very cumbersome. With a match, however, this will depend on how the plan is structured, but it might be possible, it certainly is possible, to structure the plan so that you can withhold taxes when the match is deposited into employees' accounts. So the employees are really prepaying their taxes. The taxes are just withheld on the match. They might be withheld from employees' other pay during the period, or they might be withheld from the match itself. But having that match can really help facilitate tax withholding outside the U.S. So now that we've covered why I like the idea of a match, to be fair, we should talk about what a discount has going for it. The main thing that a discount has going for it is that you can offer a discount under a Section 423 qualified plan. Unfortunately, even though a match and a discount are economically the same thing, unfortunately, the way Section 423 is drafted, it is not clear that you can offer a match and have the plan be qualified. So if you are committed to a Section 423 qualified plan, you're stuck with a discount. I think, however, that you should consider a non-qualified plan. A non-qualified plan is a much less U.S.-centric benefit. If you extend your employee stock purchase plan worldwide, then your qualified ESPP offers a tax benefit to your U.S. employees that nobody else is entitled to. That qualified plan inherently favors your U.S. employees. By moving to a non-qualified plan, you put everybody on an equal footing, and you have a plan that is more fair for all of your employees. In addition, a non-qualified plan is a lot more flexible. There aren't all those requirements that you have to comply with in Section 423. You don't have to worry that one little tiny mistake is going to disqualify the entire plan from the tax treatment you told employees they would be entitled to. You don't have to track disqualifying dispositions. You don't have to worry about Form 3922. There's no $25,000 limit. It is just a non-qualified plan is just much easier to work with. And then, just like I think a match is easier to explain to employees than a discount, I also think that the taxation for a non-qualified plan is a lot easier to explain than the taxation for a qualified plan. If you've ever tried to explain to employees what the holding period is and how qualifying dispositions are taxed, then you know exactly what I am talking about. Whereas with a non-qualified plan, the taxation is easy. You just tell employees you're going to be taxed on the spread at the time you buy the stock, and anything you earn after that is a capital gain. So that is my quick take on match versus discount in an employee stock purchase plan. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please subscribe to our YouTube channel so you're notified when we post new videos. Heck, if you didn't enjoy it, subscribe anyway. Maybe you'll like the next one. And thanks for watching.